Here we go.
Hey guys, how's it going and welcome back. As you can see, we've been really busy. We've gotten a lot going on. The year has been really crazy, 2020, that's for sure. But now the summer's here and I'm feeling like we can do a lot. I've been testing out the new camera that I mentioned in the last video, checking out its quality and its different features. I've been really impressed with it so far, and I'm really excited to use it and create some more content for you guys. We've been busy working away, building new houses for the chickens and the ducks. Rasputin and the duck gang are pretty much all grown up at this point. Russia and Yip Yip have been giving us eggs quite steadily, and they are absolutely just adorable. Peon's been adjusting to all the new animals. Here's Yip Yip, so happy. Look at her, she's gonna wag her tail. We've had a lot of really neat and cool friends stay with us out here. We've seen a lot of them come and go throughout the year as well. The 3 call ducks that you guys saw in the last video, we decided that we'd find them a new home. We were able to keep them as pets, but in an urban environment, they're so quacky and loud that it was probably best if they found a place out of town, just to avoid any kind of complications. We already had 3 ducks. We didn't need 3 little ones. I'm also sure you guys will remember way back when I started all this, we had the 4 original birds: shake and bake, barbecue, mesquite, and honey mustard. Honey mustard and mesquite, I'm sure you're aware, ended up becoming roosters, and we didn't really need too many roosters. We kept them for quite a while though, as both pets and potential breeding partners for the rest of our birds. We always marveled at the idea of breeding both mesquite and barbecue to create some really nice chicks. Unfortunately, we didn't have the incubator at this time, and eventually we had to say goodbye to the 2 roosters. Barbecue as well was dealing with certain complications that we weren't entirely aware of at the time. She was showing signs that she was having troubles laying, but she eventually became egg-bound and there wasn't anything that we could do for her. We were sad to see her go, and she left behind a beautiful sister, Shake and Bake, but we'll always remember her as being one of the most beautiful chickens that has ever graced our coop. I'm sure you guys remember the Leghorns, Dude and Bro, as well as Pinky and the Queen of the Coop, Red. Pinky and Red have retired on a new farm. Some are far, far away, but still very close to my heart. I've always been really excited at the idea of Pinky being a mother. She always seemed very motherly. Whenever we had baby chicks or ducks out in the yard, she would always be right up against the fence trying to catch a glimpse of the action. She was always so motherly, and now she has the opportunity to have babies of her own once again. So her and Red are happy, retiring. Yes, that's right, they are retiring comfortably with their new baby chicks on a nice, beautiful new farm. I like that idea of chickens retiring. That's kind of like what we're all about right now. I'm trying to increase the number of happy chickens in this world, and also trying to educate people on self-sustainability and providing sustainable food sources for families. Welcome back to my backyard. It's been a long year and a lot of things have happened, guys. We're recording this on the new Akaso camera that I picked up. It's a 4K model with really neat features. These are the new birds. There's Hairdo, and then Shake and Bake, the new queen of the coop. There's Raptor, and beside him, that little gray one is Mauve. She's actually purple. And then behind them is Spicy Southwest. I'm sure you guys saw in the beginning of the video us dropping in this magnificent shed. That got my heart going. And we've been doing a little bit of work trying to clean up the undercoop. Since it's no longer winter, we no longer need to be using this. But yeah, as you can see, we've already added some additions to the shed. We've cut in a window and a hole for the chickens, and we've started building a little bit of an interior to it as well. The interior of the main coop, all this is insulated. Still some work to do on the inside. Our little shredder there is pretty cool. Some storage space, and then we've still got to do that up there. And then this is their nest box.
I wasn't. It's Peon.
She seems a little fearful but cautious of those guys. It's kind of interesting to see her interact. Here we are, we're cutting up some pieces of the flooring that we're going to put inside the coop. We're going to go with a fancy hardwood flooring. We figure the chickens probably deserve a little bit of that. Everyone teases us for putting hardwood flooring in with our chickens, but we figure that'll also make it easier for us to clean as well. We had some extra pieces running around, and I have a slow motion function on my camera, and you guys know how much I love slow motion, so I thought let's try and get some really cool footage of the blade in action. And we got some pretty cool footage with the dust flying around. You can see how crooked the blade is after going through so much. Like, we're literally chopping 2x4s with this thing and also going through like entire sheets of plywood. So it's seen a fair share of abuse, this blade, and we're really just trying to work with what we got. Here's Raptor again with his crazy fluffy feet. Mauve being curious there, the gray one, and Spicy Southwest there on the right now. And Shake and Bake, queen of the coop. Come on out, Shake and let's play. Shake and Bake loves to come out and play with us. You can pretty much just let her go and do whatever she wants. She's very responsible and she doesn't get too far. She likes to stick around in her usual areas. She loves picking grass and digging through the grass, looking for different bugs and mites. And this is also her favorite little dust hole where she likes to take dust baths. This is how chickens keep themselves nice and clean. And as you can see, Shake and Bake has a nice and beautiful coat. And that's because she gets plenty of sunlight and lots of dust baths. Another good secret to keeping your chicken's coat nice and healthy is watermelons and treats. I don't know if that's scientifically proven, but she sure does love her watermelons. Shake and Bake already has quite a bit of personality for only being a year old. There's a lot of misconceptions about chickens and about their personality. A lot of people think chickens are dumb, but they're actually really intelligent animals. Chickens have particular tastes and interests. Each chicken's personality can be different from the others, and they can be very picky animals and can get stressed out very easily. For example, if we make too much noise or accidentally slam the coop door too late at night, we could potentially startle Shake and Bake, and she might not lay the next day. It's funny to think that she's doing this out of spite for disturbing your sleep, but she might think there's a predator or something, and it might be unsafe to lay an egg. Here's Shake and Bake digging in one of her favorite spots to find bugs. She kicks away at the grass to reveal all the little beetles and critters that are hiding inside. Another cool thing about chickens is their social structure. I'm sure you guys remember that Red used to be queen of the coop, but now that we've gotten rid of the other hens, Shake and Bake has taken her place and has been showing the younger guys a thing or two about how to be a chicken. Another day, another sheet of plywood, and it's a beautiful day too, using the wrong tools for the wrong job, as usual. But I'm too cheap to buy new toys, so working with what we got. The ducks are playing, having fun, swimming in their pool as usual, except for Rasputin. He's being a little bit of a sour duck. I don't know what has gotten into him lately, but he does not like me interacting with his ladies at all. See, he's hugging the fence right now, and he's literally taking pot shots at me. He's nipping me. If I hold my foot out, he just goes to town like a little puppy dog. What has gotten into you, boy?
He's fighting hard.
We're on our way now to go see the bird guru, aka grandmother. She's a nice lady with a wealth of information about poultries and turkeys and chickens. She grew up on a farm, so she has all the practical knowledge and hands-on experience one would have with a lifetime of raising birds. Whenever we have a question or a concern, we turn to her right away, and she's always happy to provide us with an answer and useful information that always proves to be extremely helpful in the end. This is one of my grandma's special girls, and she is laying on her very own eggs. Look at how spread out and protective she is. Nothing's getting in from any side. This here is the dad. He's got some real big feet. I bet you he could mess you up. And this is the rest of her chickens. They're super chunky, but They're so pretty with all these bright colors. Beautiful garden and yard that she has. We're just here collecting some eggs and hanging out, get some info, relaxing in the nice summer heat with some Tim Hortons, that classic Canadian style. Alright, so we've gotten a lot more work done with the coop. We got some brackets put in for the perches. We're going to get started on the exterior soon, but a lot of the interior is done. We got the shelving put in some spots, so we might add more. And then the ceiling and roof is done with ventilation. Let's go say hello to the birds. See if they want to play with a ball. Nope. They're scared of the ball. There's Tuxedo, actually, with those big cheeks. I wanted to say that was Cheeksy. Hairdo and Shake and Bake. And then Spicy Southwest was off in the background to the right there. And then there's Mauve and the Salted Raptor with all that crazy hair. Look at Tuxedo. There goes Spicy Southwest.
Sorry, dude. The ball's rolling around back there.
Let's get rid of that. They're not too fond of the ball. We'll see if the ducks want to play with it. Throw it in their pool for them. Maybe they'll push it around. What's going on, duckies? Rasputin. He's still being kind of aggressive. But Russia, she sure does love being captured on film. And here comes Yip Yip. They're always so curious. And they're precious. Oh my god, they're like posing. She looks like a dinosaur. We got the shed painted up. Got the first couple coats put on of the white. And the interior is pretty much like completed. We just got to do a lot of the detailing and hooks and shelves and stuff. And then the door too, which we just need to hang up. It's hollow and insulated with insulation inside. But yeah, and oh yes, the perches are up too. Alright, let's go take a look at the other coop. We've completely gutted it and cleaned it out. This is where the duckies are going to live now. And then the chickens are going to be moving to the new shed coop. Yeah, the ducks for a while have just been kind of sleeping wherever they really pleased. Mainly in the doghouse or just out in the open. We put on the other layer of paint, the red. Now we were going to go with a red trim and a white shed. But someone got confused and just started painting it red. So we went, you know what, to hell with it. This looks cool. This will work. We did a little bit of detailing. It's a little messy, but it turned out really well on the door. I liked how we taped it off. So that looks really cool, and I'm actually really proud of that. I'm really surprised that she's comfortable playing so close to the ducks. I always thought that she would try to fight maybe some of them, but now she keeps her distance and she's pretty well behaved. Wanted to see if we could get some really cool footage of the ducks swimming in the pool, but the water is really murky and the ducks are really rough with the camera sometimes. Get in there, Rasputin. See, you can hardly see him under the water. I'm also blurring a little bit of the footage just because some people aren't comfortable being on camera. We're downsizing our flock. We're only planning on keeping maximum 4 chickens with the 3 ducks at this location. Right now, we've just got the 3. We've already decided that we're going to keep Shake and Bake. And then we, of course, decided to keep Mauve and Hairdo. We might have a 4th chicken joining us soon, but we're not too sure yet who that's going to be. The rest of the younger chickens, like Pinky and Red, have been given away to new and happy homes where they'll be able to live out the rest of their lives in regular old chicken fashion. Mauve seems very curious about the camera. She's probably seeing her reflection in it. Every time she moves, she kind of catches that in the corner of her eye, and it either spooks her or gets her curious and she comes straight over to investigate. Yeah, she's being silly. hairdo. Look at those powerful wings on Shake and Bake, just clearing the ground. Ah, hairdo sees something now in it too. Oh, Bo's getting awfully close. Oh? Oh? Did she see it? Alright guys, we're going to wrap things up here in a little bit. We still got a lot of work to do building the chicken run so the chickens can run in it. But the interior is pretty much complete. The door is hung up, it's insulated, it's pretty solid, and the interior's all done. And it looks great in here. Nice and comfortable. I could live in here probably. Gonna have ourselves a little sit down. It's nice and cool even in the summertime, and you can tell by the look on my face that I'm pretty proud of this. This is the nest box here where the chickens are going to be laying my eggies. But let's see if we can actually escape from here before we go. See if I can get out of my own coop.
All I gotta do is just turn something through. You know what? Yeah, I actually might be able to get out like this. If I really had to, I think it's good. Actually, like this speed. Yeah.